Canada has been iced out. 51 days to CUSMA, a USMCA deadline. Canada's not at the table. 51 days from today is the most important date that our generation hits in trade. July 4th is a mandatory, as you know, sunset clause date, and as of this morning, the U.S. and Mexico have confirmed their first bilateral meeting in May 25th in Mexico. Canada has not confirmed any date. Let me say that again. Mexico's at the table and we're not. Good morning, I'm Jack Jackson, Manufacturers Daily. And if you make things, move things, sell things across Canada, the U.S. border, this week's tariff news matters more than any time. You'll read anything in the business section. This is real as I lived it, and I can explain it. So, let's give me a quick background. As everybody knows, CUSMA, USMCA, and TMEC are all three different names that mean the same thing as used to be called NAFTA. And it's a trade deal that's between Mexico, United States, and Canada that will be expiring. Well, it's not really expiring. It's going to be reviewed on July 1st. So, once that gets reviewed, which is 51 days from today, which is May 11th, once it is reviewed, if anybody wants to discuss or back out, not really back out, but review it again and review the details and go through everything, it becomes a yearly. So it's not going to be canceled, but it's going to be changed, and we need to be sure that everybody's ahead of the changes. So the United States has effectively iced out Canada in the formal negotiations, while U.S. Trade Representative Greer confirmed bilateral talks with Mexico starting May 25th, but there's no confirmed date for Canada-U.S. I don't know if this is a negotiating problem or it's a problem. It's a question everybody has to ask, right? And a deal that protects zero duty status on most of the goods that you ship into the U.S., we don't have a confirmed meeting, is a little frightening. So, unfortunately, we also had contradictions from our own government in Canada. We have Natural Resources Minister saying that Canada's strongest cards are our energy and critical minerals to negotiate with, and then a week later, President Carney said he will not use energy and critical minerals as a leverage. So, not sure where we're all going with this, but the gap is real and the clock is running. So what's that mean for you? Well, politics aside, you can't change that. You need to look after yourself. First, do not wait for a deal. We need to get this. You need to clean up your well, it could be a 16-year renewal. So that's a 10% probability, according to Jefferies, a U.S. investment firm. A 75% scenario is an annual review, which means uncertainty for every year for the next, well, could be 10 years to 2036. So you need to get your documentation in order now. U.S. buyers are already asking Canadian buyers for CUSMA eligibility documents and contracts, and if you cannot prove your goods are qualified on demand at the border, you risk losing that contract. Third, evidently in the G7 coming in Alberta from June 15th to 17th, Carney and Trump are both agreed to attend. They're going to meet in person on Canadian soil. What does that all mean? Well, a month's an eternity in politics, but watch for that news coming up. We'll keep you up to date on that. And if you're not sure where your products stand on compliance in CUSMA or USMCA, and if you've not been reviewed your documentation since these rules tightened and you're getting tariff charges, you can go to our newsletter on our website, manufacturingdaily.com, and there's a full breakdown of last week's news of all the things that you can look for. You can subscribe to the newsletters too. It goes out every Sunday morning. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for listening. This is Jack Jackson, Manufacturer Daily. Have a nice day.